If one day there was a doctor sitting down in front of our parents, our grandparents, and saying, "Old age is not for lying there waiting for illness to come, but to live healthy, live happily for many more years," would you want to listen to all the secrets the doctor is about to share? In this story, I will talk to you as if I were talking to my own loved ones, how to eat, how to sleep, how to move, so that the remaining years are not just living to get through the days, but truly living fully and gently. Imagine we are sitting in a very warm room with comfortable armchairs and a cup of hot tea, not in a cold hospital, but like at home. I am a doctor, but today I am not just examining you. I want to sit down and talk sincerely like a child, a younger sibling, a friend for all the elderly people in the world. I hear many older uncles, aunts, brothers and sisters say, being old, being sick is normal, living to this age is already lucky, why try to keep anything, it's too much effort. Every time I hear that, I feel a little heartache, because after many years in this profession, I have met many people in their 60s, 70s, even 80s, 90s, who are still healthy, still walking, still taking care of themselves, still smiling happily and playing with their grandchildren. That shows me very clearly old age does not mean you have to accept fatigue and illness. We cannot choose whether we age or not, but we can choose how we grow old. And to be able to choose to grow old in a healthy way, what decides it is not expensive medicine or modern medical equipment, but our daily lifestyle, what we eat, what we drink, how we sleep, how we move, how we think and feel each day. Those things sound small, but they are what quietly determine your health. First, I want to talk about eating. Many elderly people eat according to habit rather than according to the body's needs. Eating salty because only salty tastes good. Eating sweet because it only feels satisfying that way. Eating a lot of fried food because I'm used to it since childhood. But the body at 60, 70 is no longer the same as at 20, 30. What it tolerated in the past, it can no longer bear now. Eating too salty will raise blood pressure. The heart and kidneys must work harder. Blood vessels are easily damaged, increasing the risk of stroke, heart failure, kidney failure. Eating too much sugar and starch makes blood sugar rise, leading to diabetes and many other complications. Eating too many fried foods, fat, organ meats will increase blood fats and make blood vessels stiffer. Therefore, I always advise older people practice eating simply but smartly. Reduce salt, fish sauce, seasoning powder, soy sauce in meals. Instead, use onions, garlic, ginger, pepper and herbs to enhance flavor. At first, it will taste bland, but after just a few weeks, your tongue will adapt. Then you will begin to feel the natural sweetness of vegetables, fish and meat without needing things to be salty to taste good. Besides that, don't forget protein. Many uncles and aunts are afraid to eat meat, afraid of gout, afraid of heatiness, so they only eat rice with a bit of vegetables, a bit of broth. And if that goes on for a long time, muscles shrink quickly, the body grows weak, walking becomes unstable, making it easy to fall and break bones. The body of an elderly person still needs protein, but it should be good protein fish, lean meat, an appropriate amount of eggs, tofu, low-fat milk if tolerated. Limit fatty meat, organ meats and deep-fried foods. Just changing these small choices in your meals already makes a big difference to your health. Green vegetables and fruits are also very good friends of old age. Vegetables help digestion work better, reduce constipation. Fruits provide vitamins and fiber, helping blood vessels and the immune system to be healthier. Each day, try to eat at least 2 kinds of vegetables and 1 to 2 kinds of fruit. If you have diabetes, you can still eat fruit, but you should eat whole fruit, not blending and adding sugar, and you should eat in moderate amounts according to your doctor's advice. And something that seems like everyone knows but often forgets: drinking water. Many older people drink very little water because they are afraid of going to the toilet or because they don't feel thirsty. But when the body lacks water, it is easy to feel tired, have headaches, constipation, and it affects the kidneys and blood pressure. Elderly people often have a weaker sense of thirst, so you should not wait until you are thirsty to drink. Practice the habit of drinking small sips throughout the day, prioritizing plain water, warm water, and weak tea. Limit soft drinks, carbonated drinks, and energy drinks. After eating comes movement. Many people say to me, "Doctor, my knees and legs are weak. What if I fall and break my bones while exercising?" It sounds very reasonable, but in fact, it is the lack of movement that makes muscles, weak bones weak and easier to fall. The purpose of exercise in old age is not to compete in running, not to train hard, but simply to keep muscles strong enough, joints flexible enough, the heart healthy enough, and the lungs resilient enough so you can still handle going up a few steps of stairs. You don't need to run. You don't need to go to the gym. You only need very simple things every day. Walk slowly for 15-30 minutes. If you get tired, you can divide it into 2 sessions, morning and afternoon. If there is a group near your home for Qigong Tai Chi or yoga for older people, that's even better. You can exercise while having friends, which is also good for your mood. At home, you can still move, stand up and sit down on a chair many times within your limits. Rotate your wrists and ankles. Rotate your neck and shoulders. Walk back and forth in the yard or inside the house. What's important is consistency, doing a little bit every day and exercising somewhere safe, not slippery wearing shoes or sandals with good grip. Another part that many people neglect is sleep. Many uncles and aunts say, "I'm old, sleeping less is fine." But in reality, long-term lack of sleep makes blood pressure harder to control, memory decline faster, it is easier to feel sad and irritable, and your immune system is weaker. At any age, we need good quality sleep. It's just that older people often sleep fewer hours than younger people, but they still need deep and sufficient sleep for the body to recover. To sleep better, try to keep a regular rhythm, go to bed and wake up at relatively fixed times, for example, going to bed before 10-11 p.m. and waking up around 5-6 a.m., depending on your strength. Before bedtime, limit watching shocking news and cut down on phone and TV use. You can drink a glass of warm water or warm low-sugar milk if suitable, listen to a bit of soft music, or read a few pages of a book. The bedroom should be quiet, airy, and not too bright. Limit drinking strong tea and coffee from the afternoon onwards and avoid eating too much at night. If you have already tried but still suffer from chronic insomnia for a long time, please go for a checkup. Don't buy sleeping pills yourself based on hearsay. Another thing I remind my older patients about very often: don't wait until the illness is severe to go to the doctor. High blood pressure, diabetes, high blood fats, heart disease are all silent illnesses that only occasionally cause noticeable symptoms. If we keep thinking, "I feel normal, so I'm fine," then by the time we feel dizzy, have a drooping mouth, sudden paralysis on one side of the body, severe chest pain, it is already too late. Regular health checkups are like taking your car for maintenance, checking whether the oil brakes and tires are okay, instead of waiting for the car to break down before repairing it. Older people should measure their blood pressure regularly, especially if they have previously been diagnosed with hypertension. If the doctor advises doing blood sugar tests, blood fat tests, and checking the heart, liver, kidneys, eyes, ears, teeth, then you should follow it as far as your means allow. Equally important is taking your medication regularly as directed. Many people take blood pressure or diabetes medication for a few weeks, feel better, and then stop by themselves because they've heard that Western medicine is harmful if taken for a long time. In fact, it is irregular use and stopping the medicine on your own that is dangerous, because the illness is not controlled, blood pressure fluctuates, and this makes it very easy to lead to stroke and heart attack. Not only the body, but the soul also needs care. Many older people are not suffering from severe diseases, but they are lonely, sad, feeling unnecessary, feeling like they're no longer good for anything. If those feelings go on for a long time, they can turn into depression. If you often feel sad for no clear reason, lose interest in everything, don't want to eat, don't want to meet anyone, and sometimes think, maybe it would be better if I just died, then please don't stay silent. Tell your children, grandchildren, your friends, and your doctor you have the right to be listened to and to be helped. Look for small joys again, even very small ones. Plant a few pots of flowers on the balcony, grow some small pots of vegetables, join a Qigong club, a reading group, a singing group, a chess group, make video calls to your grandchildren, listen again to the music you loved in your youth, write down your life stories into a notebook to leave for your children and grandchildren. When your spirit is happy, your body is also much healthier. And finally, I want to mention safety in your own home. For older people, one slip in the bathroom, on the stairs, or even in the middle of a wet floor can cause a fracture requiring surgery, a long period of lying in bed, and from there health declines very quickly. Make sure the bathroom has non-slip mats and grab bars. Hallways and bedrooms have enough lighting, especially at night. Electrical cords, carpets and furniture are arranged neatly so you don't trip. Don't hesitate to ask your children and grandchildren to rearrange furniture or change slippery sandals for ones with good grip. If your eyesight is blurry or you often feel dizzy, don't climb on chairs or ladders to get items. Arrange things within your reach or ask others for help. I know when you hear all this, it seems like there are many things to do and many things to change. But please don't think that you have to change everything in one day. Just start with the smallest things. Today, make your food a bit less salty and less sweet. Today, drink a few more glasses of water. Today, walk a few extra laps around the house. Tonight, go to bed 30 minutes earlier. This week, ask your children or grandchildren to take you for a checkup and to measure your blood pressure again. Each of those small actions accumulated day by day will become a very big change for your health. If you are reading these lines, let me say to you from the bottom of my heart, you are very precious. Whether you are 60, 70, 80 or older, you are still a whole treasure of memories and experiences that your family cannot find anywhere else. You deserve to have years of old age that are light with less worry and less pain and to be as healthy as you can be. And if you want, I can help you design a specific one-day routine for older people, what to do when you wake up in the morning, how to eat, how to move, how to rest at noon, and how to arrange the afternoon and evening so that it's both healthy and easy to follow. You only need to say, help me plan a day for an elderly person, and I will work with you to make it truly simple and practical so that each passing day is a day you take better care of yourself.